And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize for the difficulties that we've just experienced now. We hope to be able to take you guys through for the rest of the game here. So we've got Jan Creer batting with Jakes or Jock Jacobs. Keep mispronouncing it. Seems that everything is finally fine, and as you guys can see, they're the last 10 balls that we've missed with Ruben Versace bowling. Jörg, was this what you're talking about when you said technical difficulties and we'll continue to learn?
Yes, this is exactly what it is. Had so many problems in the past, and the bad thing is it doesn't look good at that moment, but that is the way you learn to deal with them in the future. Sometimes when you deal with a problem at that moment, you don't know how to fix it. Then you go back to the drawing board, see what the problem was, how to fix a mistake in the future, and then you know better.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We did not rob you guys of a wicket, as you guys saw it live here on YouTube. The wicket that just went down of Jan Creer. Well bowled there by Versace, Ruben Versace. Het tablet of data wat heeft my kan niks.
Ek het juist gehotspot met hom om.
So, as you can hear, we're talking about data and hotspotting. Like we said, all of this is a learning curve. You need to have emergency devices all over the place, and fortunately for you guys back home, we did have that. 65 for 2 after 11.3 overs. What we will be doing definitely is we will go and create a highlight package for everybody. Especially the players that are on the field right now. If they will please excuse us for that blackout moment, but we will make it with their well. Make sure that they get to enjoy their highlights and show it for all their friends to see.
Especially for the rest of the season, which is about what, 2 or 3 more games.
That is, I think we are actually at the start of the season.
Uh,
Trying a scoop shot there. Shane Ninabar trying the eventful stuff there.
So however it may be, there's a lot of matches still coming up. We're going to cover them all. I think the 2 megabyte option is better.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're going into a change of over. You are going to experience a slightly nicely caught here in front of us by mid-off. Unfortunately, we didn't even have a recording of that on the side. But like Jörg said, you learn and you go. And we are most definitely very certain that the next game will be flawless. Everybody starts somewhere with a hiccup or two there, and the spinner's coming around, bowling into that block hole, looking for those runs. Remember, the target that is required here is 119. So for those of you who are enjoying Jörg, he is an absolute charming guy, absolutely awesome dude. Really am enjoying my day with him. Trying the scoop shot again and it has failed. Rudy picks up another wicket, and I don't think that was necessary from Shane. 71 for 4 after 12.3 overs. The game is in the balance. This is not what Bombers wanted. I can guarantee you that much. Guys are just getting a bit passionate here on the field. That tends to happen in LMS. The competitive nature just kicking up. Just settling everything down there are the players with cool heads. Like I said, Chris is an interesting guy, very decent person. Just loves the game so much. Always just chirping away at the batsmen, trying to get into their heads, trying to play a pivotal role, contributing to the success of the bowler. Now, the man with 363 caps into bat, he needs to get his team out the hole here. They don't need a lot, but they do need to go through this. Rudy bowling one that's going down, and umpire signaling a wide there. Oh, that looked like a pitch of a delivery for the batsmen to have scored as many runs as they could there, but they'll just take the one. Ek het 'n kick gekry.
Hey?
Ek het 'n kick gekry soos hy te plit trek.
Ek het hom in elk geval afgesit.
So Jurg is back here. Jurg, I was just telling everybody how Chris is just getting so passionate. You know, he can feel that he's within winning distance here.
I can understand that way of thinking, because when I went around the field to go and fetch my car, pull it closer to say that I can plug in my phone, which has airtime on it or data on it, but my car can give it electricity. And as I walked around, I heard them getting passionately about in a passionate conversation with each other. Feel like a little bit of emotional way, getting a little bit emotionally with each other, and not a crying sort of way.
No, definitely not. There is 7 overs left. They have 78. And the Toxics are trying to hold the Bombers here. And it's looking as though they might work. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I was talking about Arthur. He has a lot of games under his belt. So let's see if he can just get his team through here. Him and Tommy really do have to dig in deep here. It's not much needed, but it is still something.
So I think, oh,
My goodness, middle stump rocked off there.
and that is what Chris probably planned, is to get that consistency from the Bombers out of the way. Man with the experience and everything, showing his team that he's not afraid of him. Does he have it in the bag or not?
That is the question to be asked. 78 for 5. Dion van Rooyen into bat. Tommy standing on the non-striker's end. Ruben Fasaki, 2 wickets for 13. Target 119. What can Bombers do from this spot here? Still in the balance here. It's still in the balance.
I think it's safe to say the bonus points aren't going to be accumulated today for the Bombers.
That is correct.
They had 13 overs to find their target points or the target run rate.
Edged! And as you guys can see, we're drastically trying to show you guys the best possible angles. There was a slip in place. Looks like we're standing more at second slip, 1.5. And he edges it right in between them for 4 valuable runs.
And it seems like they're listening to us, because every time we assume something, they do exactly the opposite. Score runs or blow the runs, lose a wicket. These
It,
guys are in a space of their own.
it is definitely looking like this is going to go down to the wire, which is very entertaining to watch because, let's be honest here, that first inning started off very slow.
It did.
Started off very, very slow. We had to create our own excitement to some extent, but here we go again. Oh,
Oh,
put through cover, just not enough. Just not enough with the timing.
just found a rough spot there in the field.
Every run is valuable. Now, Jörg, I can tell you right now that when you're chasing something and there's not a lot of wickets left, every run matters at this point of the game. You need to keep your wickets and you need to make it happen.
Oh,
That
it's a cheeky one.
will be exactly what the Bombers want and not what Toxic Eagle needs. It's about wants and needs right now, Jörg.
Ah,
What does Bombers want? What does Toxic need? Another one. That is not what Toxic needs.
no,
And remember,
definitely not.
the more whites you pull, the more runs the other team gets. And there you go. 88.
And I actually noticed that there aren't many fielders on the boundaries anymore.
Trying to just suffocate them. Telling them that the outfield is thick and the only way for you to win is to play over our heads. You only have 3 wickets left.
Ah.
Are you willing to risk it, or will you pierce the gap and run 1 or 2?
Sure. That's a difficult one.
Asking questions all the time here. Now this is tactful cricket.
Almost like gambling, eh?
Exactly, yeah. That is,
Uh,
isn't that sports in general?
It's gambling all the way. Are you going to risk for a little bit of reward or a big reward? Or going to play it safe with barely no reward?
They need 30 runs right now of just over 30 balls. Or 30 balls to be exact. I believe it's 30 for 30. I could be wrong.
And that is doable,
It is very much doable. They
especially in LMS cricket.
just keep plucking away. Just keep going at this. Play those ones.
Over the last few years, I've seen many LMA scores from Bloemfontein players putting up 50s with 24 balls.
That is exactly what you need. You need somebody to start scoring runs rapidly right now. And that is exactly what we were talking about. Are they going to try and run 3 here? Or is 2 going to be safe? Because remember, they've been getting singles the whole time. And they will stick to 2. And that is a good throw. They're going for 3. And that is exactly what Bombers need right now.
Wow.
Or rather, what they want to happen. And Toxic are in the... We don't need that right now. We need to be taking that. No overthrows. Rudy Faria, back at it again.
Oh.
And it is a no ball. It is exactly what Toxics don't want. Will that be 4? No, it will not be. They'll have to run.
That could have just as easily been a 4.
So Toxics need to be keeping their head here, Jörg. They are seeming to just be going a little bit wayward. Is the pressure starting to climb here? You know, these guys did watch the Proteas, so you ask yourself, oh, a lovely shot, lovely shot. This could be for just 1. Nope, they are going to come back for 2. Well fielded nonetheless. And easy 2. But a boundary would have been better. Yeah, they watched the Proteas yesterday or the other day. When was it? Friday?
It was Friday and yesterday, wasn't it?
Friday, right? In Bloemfontein. And another one. Well hit into cow corner. Will it make it? And that is exactly what the Bombers want. Tommy hitting that into cow corner. Couple of bounces 4. And you guys cannot see it, but we will try our best to show. The players are starting to get a bit concerned here to say, will we get there or not? Yes.
Then another point where I'm very interested in psychology. It is this point where we can see, or I like to see normally in 2 teams going head to head in a match like this, where you can start to notice how the character of the players change as the pressure builds.
That is true. Pressure, 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 pressure. Can you handle it or not?
But you see the difference in how they interact with each other, the way they speak with each other. You expect on some level where they speak louder because they are more passionate and stuff, but are they still having the same respect for each other? Like the Protea team, when they are pressure and they know under pressure and they know they're probably going to lose, but your demeanor, does that change or does it stay the same?
Well, Benny Libber's going to give us the answers to those questions. Round the
Whoa!
wicket, full toss, just for one. You know, I was also trying to touch on that game, though I did not watch it myself, unfortunately. I did read the reviews and the tweets, and you know, people were like, it's over, it's done. But the way the Proteas just turned it around, England fell under pressure. Let's see if Bomb Squad can avoid being England in this scenario. Again, around the wickets, into the gap. This should be a comfortable 2. And they are going for the 2, and it is very comfortable.
But the Bombers are finding the gaps now quite easily, eh?
Their tails are up. They have that, we can do this attitude right now. That is all I can see. Tommy's there, calm as you like it. Dion is also calm. And easy single. Again. This is exactly what Bomb Squad needs. Chipping away to get as close as possible to that target. I mean, just a few overs ago.
Yeah, they were far behind.
Into the gap one more time. Could this be another 2? No, just 1.
It all comes back to, is it over until the fat lady sings? And the fat lady hasn't sung yet for the Bombers.
Definitely have not sang just yet. Cricket is a silly sport. Anything can happen. Again. Another one down the gap. Running for 2. And with the bat throw in, easily gotten. Donovan is coming back into the attack. Let's see. Remember, first over went for 11, second over went for 5, and now he's in for his third over. What's it gonna be? Bomb Squad needs 8 to tie the game and 9 to win. The question is, Jurg,
can Donovan stop them?
Or are they gonna take it easy? With the way the field is set up, ladies and gentlemen, they are saying to Bomb Squad, the only way home is by heading over our heads. I will try and give you a quick little overlay there. So you can see nobody's on the boundary. Absolutely nobody.
So what I personally would like to see now, are they going to hit Donovan?
And they go right over. They go right over. They are accepting the challenge. And I believe they will try to run 3 here. No, they will stay for 2.
Accepted the challenge.
They have accepted the challenge, yeah? They have accepted the challenge.
Because they could have waited Donovan out and took the next bowler. But no, it's not their character.
And also I believe that they're thinking they can take Donovan on. Remember, Donovan went for 11 in the first over, redeemed himself in the second, and trying a miracle in the third to get everything and anything he can. And that is a good delivery, but it's a misfield. And they get the single that they wanted.
They're not desperate for runs, but they're not going to be shying them away anyway.
They should not. You know how cricket works? You say no to a single and then next thing you know, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You'll hear our voices are getting slightly bit more excited here, but that's because the game is turned on its head. I mean, 2 wickets could change this whole game.
And since it's getting later, it's getting a little bit cooler now, so the weather is a little bit nicer now. So might see some energy creeping back into their bodies.
We do realize that this game was supposed to have ended some time ago, and even with all the technical difficulties, we're still here at Bloemfontein Varsity 2, clear blue skies. Donovan edges, and there we go. Donovan redeems himself in his third over.
That is.
Crucial
Did the
wicket.
fat lady sing?
She's getting her vocal cords ready. That's what I'm
She's
going to tell you
getting
now, Jurg. She is getting her vocal cords ready. Pressure.
pressure.
Such a silly thing. Do you think they plan for these scenarios? Any team talk beforehand, listen guys, if we find ourselves here, this is what we have to do? Or do you think because it's LMS, because I've played the game, I can handle any pressure?
I think it's like a standard way of thinking in some of the more experienced teams because they were there already. They know what to expect. So it's easier for them to reference back to how to deal with a situation when they've been in that situation. I think if you're in a strong team where you constantly win or get things easy, you don't know how to handle it. When you get that team, and you're going to find that team that's going to knock you on your ass as soon as they step onto the field.
Oh, and you can see the jitters have literally set in now for Bomsquad to look so comfortable. A very difficult run that was.
Yes.
Now, they need 4 runs to draw, 5 to win, 3 overs are remaining.
It sounds easy,
It should be easy.
but how difficult is that pressure?
You've got 2 wickets left.
It should, we think it's not anything significant, but Freddie Mercury made a song about it. You know that song, Under Pressure?
I know the song.
There's a reason why that song went so popular. People know what pressure can do to you.
Field placements are being tweaked at every moment, at every delivery. Benny coming again around the wickets, and they scamper for that single. $115 for 6. 119 to win. Creeping closer and closer with every delivery. This game is too hard to call at this moment. They decide to go over the top. Has the game finished? Yes, it has. Bomb Squad finishes it off with 1 shot.
In spectacular fashion.
What a cheeky drive. What a good drive. I did not see that coming.
Oh!
And for good measure, just throw your teammate in the back. You guys saw that on camera. We will be adding some bloopers wherever we can find some. But that seems to have been rather quite painful. After losing a game and then getting hit with a cricket ball on the back. Ladies and gentlemen, Jurg,
Yeah.
119 for 6, 17.2 overs bowled. And
I didn't expect this game to turn out like this. In the beginning, yes. Then it turned. I thought, no. Bomb Squad is losing it, letting it slip away. And then they go and finish it off like this.
Absolutely. Just trying to show you the players there. Even after all that intensity, they still have the decency to shake hands after the game. It was quite a good game.
Yeah.
Loved it. Very, very interesting game indeed. Tian holding his head, Tian van Rooyen. 24 runs, 12 balls, that's a strike rate of 200.
Yeah.
Talk about being cool under pressure.
It is. But then again, this game was like a very good movie. Where you always have that your ups and downs.
A bit of build up, a bit of slowness, a bit of this, a bit of that. But nonetheless, here we are. This was definitely a good game. Here,
Thank you very much for joining me with this commentating.
I should be thanking you.
I learned a lot.
Same
I'm
here.
still have to learn a lot.
But nonetheless, we enjoyed this thoroughly.
Yes. And I hope you enjoyed it with us at home.
Again, we do apologize for all the breaking of the streaming, the disconnecting, like Jurg said here, our tech guy. No, he's not a tech guy, he's a commentator, but he knows so much about the technical world. And these things happen. Cell towers, networks,